Let's do that one more time. All right. Now, what did you feel there? In your backswing?
When I got to about here, I feel my foot wanting to roll out, and also I feel some stiffness in my upper back.
Okay, very good. How's it going? My name is Keith Banley, your golf movement specialist, and I have my client here, Nick, and he came to me about a couple weeks ago talking about how he has low back pain with his golf swing, and especially in his backswing. And he also informed me, like, within the past year, his distance has been decreasing. So what I just found out, or what I'm thinking is going on, is that he has he's hitting his end range of motion, basically. He doesn't have that nice spring to his swing, and what happens is everything's getting jammed up in his thoracic spine, so all that stress is going down his lower back, which would explain why his distance has decreased. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through a couple exercises for you. I'm going to show Nick here, and he's going to take it home with him. And then for you viewers, you can also see what you can do also for people who have this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to increase the buffer zone of the swing. Once you increase the buffer zone, you can have that little play there, that you can have that nice spring effect, and you can really drive that ball. So first exercise we're going to do is I'm going to have Nick. So I want you to have a nice seat on that chair right there, and you can use, you know, any types of seats or whatever. It doesn't really matter. So he just happens to be sitting on wheels. But what you're going to do first, Nick, is I want you to take this arm straight forward like this, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to have you rotate as far as you can this way, okay? And I'm going to stand behind you. I'm going to give you a little more assistance. Sometimes you need to assist people in these types of exercises because they can't quite do it themselves. And for you viewers who are working with people that have this issue, this is kind of like what you do. Just put your hand on the shoulder and drive the other shoulder, or the right shoulder back and the left shoulder to the right. And then you're just going to feather it. Nice and easy feather it. You don't want to push really hard. And as you can see, he's gaining a little bit more every time. And he's gonna tell me if this feels really good, I bet.
Yeah, it feels great actually.
All right, very good. Now take this arm straight up above your head. And what you're going to do is you're going to relax this arm here, and you're going to side bend this way. And what I'm doing is I'm really making him focus on that thoracic spine, which is the upper part of the back. He's not really side bending the lower part of the back. And you just put your hand right here underneath his arm, and put this hand right underneath his other armpit, and you just kind of guide it like that. Now, we're going to combine the motions, okay? So this arm straight up, this arm straight up, and we're going to combine the motions here. Just as so. And I like to do about 10 to 15 of each. And then for a little extra stretch, he's going to rotate as far as he can. He's going to hold it there, and then he's going to do a little bit of a side bend there. You're going to really hold this left side and make sure he's going to spring back to the left. Hold it right there, and then last little rotation. And there you go. I just increased his buffer zone a little bit in his thoracic spine. Now, let's take a little step further. Go ahead and stand up for me. And what I want you to do is I want you to stand right here in front of this kaiser here, and I want you to take a step with your left foot. So we're going to make this a little more dynamic, get the whole kind of the body involved. Take a step with your left foot, and I want you to do that same motion that you just did. Okay, so go ahead and step forward that left foot, rotate, perfect. He's going to do this roughly about 10 to 15 times. Very good. Now, we're going to cut a little short because we don't want to make this video super long, but scooch over here just a little bit, and I want you to step with the right foot to the right side and do that same motion. Perfect. And for those people who have clients and are going to be doing this with, you can just stand behind them and just give a little bit of assistance. That's all I'm doing is I'm taking it and I'm just kind of pushing it like that. As you can see my hand here, holding his arm up like that. Okay, now Nick, step forward just a tad bit more. And now what I want you to open up that hip. Because what this is going to do is it's also going to increase a little bit of the external rotation of his left hip, which is very crucial in a golf swing. And you should feel a little bit inside that left hip too. Mm-hmm. And just like that. Very good. Now, let's grab that club. And what you're going to do is you're going to feel when you're coming back that you're not going to hit that end range, which when you hit that end range, you're not going to be able to generate that power or that whip effect that you need to drive that ball for a little bit further. So go ahead and swing. You feel any tension in the back?
Feels a lot better,
All right.
actually. Feels like I get it further back.
Awesome. Very good.
A lot easier.
There's also another little exercise you can do that I like to show people. And what you do is you take your golf club, very simple thing you can do on the golf course. I always start on the right foot. You can stay on the right foot. Bring that left foot behind you and just toe tap. And what you do is you got to remember that in golf, when you come back here, you have a little bit of an extension that you need. You don't want to stay flexion, right? You want a little bit extended of the thoracic spine up here. And you want a little bit of a lateral side bend and a little bit more rotation to the right. Okay, so first exercise, I want you to grab the stick like this, and you're going to come back. And you're just going to extend your thoracic spine a little bit. So let's go ahead and try that a little bit. Yep, and then you're up here as you're just side bending, or you're not side bending, but you're extending through the upper part of the back. Do that about 10-15 times. Now, there's a mobility concept where basically you're going to work on mobility and follow up a little bit of stability. So let's do the same thing, but I want you to take that left foot off the ground about an inch. He's not going as far, but he's learning to control that new motion he just gained by working on that thoracic extension. All right, very good. Now, side bending. I want you to take the golf club above your head, take that left foot across, and I want you to do this. Very gently side bend to the left. Very good. He's going to do this about 10-15 times. He's really focusing on side bending in the upper part of his back. Now lift that toe up off the ground a little bit. Now let's see if you can control that motion. Balance is key in golf. You can ask any golf professional. Balance is key. So now he's learning to control that motion. Very good. Last one, rotation. Let's you face the camera again, but stand on the right foot again. I want you to take that left foot, I want you to rotate right across like this. And very gently, I want you to rotate to the right, just like that. Very good. Now here's the hard part. Lift that toe up off the ground now. Work on that stability concept now. There you go. It's a little harder, but with time and practice and working on this a lot, you will definitely increase your thoracic motion. Another little exercise that you can do to help increase your thoracic motion, it'll help increase your distance, and obviously take away your lower back pain with your backswing.
Thanks, Keith.
Thank you very much.